What's up, you guys? Kimosavae here, SpeedOfLightGaming Team Nas. Today we're going to be playing some, I believe this is Team Deathmatch. I think it's Team Deathmatch on Weapons of Mass Destruction, WMD for short, I guess. And I'm going to be using the ACOG scope and the extended magazines with lightweight, I think, sleight of hand, and I think marathon. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's that. In this game, I'm more strategizing than just running and gunning like my other videos. This is me in tactical chemo mode. So yeah, that's that. I want to touch on a topic today. I want to talk about one thing that seems to be just everywhere now. I want to talk about racism. Alright, well, racism, it's not cool. It's never cool to be racist. Never. And one way or form of being racist is just making fun of one's stereotypes, well, like a racist stereotypes. I think you guys have all heard those. Those are like the root of all racist jokes. Be showing symbols of racist groups like the Nazis and such. It's the only I can think of right now, or the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. Sorry about that. Yeah, and so there's a whole bunch of other ways it can be happening, and one of the most places I see it is in Xbox Live, and not too happy about that. I mean, one minute you'll be in a lobby, everyone's doing what they do, they're just hanging out, having fun and everything. And the next you'll just hear just random people just going back and forth at it, just spewing words and a whole bunch of racial slurs and stuff. I mean, and that's not cool. If you're not of that race, you have no right to take part in one stereotypes. And here's the thing about stereotypes: if it's true, it's not a stereotype. Seriously. And there's pretty much like stereotypes are just everywhere. Like I don't know. I'm Mexican, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. There's a stereotype that all Mexicans like beans, or all Mexicans eat beans for every meal and stuff like that. I mean, it's not true. It's not stereotype, and it's not true. And they're just all stereotypes. They're just dumb. They're just ways to demean other races and people. And most 99% of the time, they're made from other people of the opposite race. And I'll get you wrong. I don't take not racist jokes, stereotypes from other Mexicans all that hard. It's all fun and games. That's just me. I'm not as so sensitive to those kinds of things, but other people are. So if you know the people who are sensitive to that kind of stuff, don't say it in front of them. Keep it to yourself. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. And one thing I want to say is right now, not picking on you guys. If you are listening to this, definitely not. I'm just using it as an example because I see it all the time. African American people, they tend to throw around the N word all the time, And I've said it a couple times, not to be racist or anything, just just to be, just to say it. Everyone says it now, but doesn't mean it's okay. Not really, no. But yeah, I've said it. I'm gonna say it right now. I've said it. But yeah, African American people, I'm not picking on you, but I'm just saying you guys throw it around like it's nothing, but when white people say it, it's automatically racist. I don't agree to that. You're just calling yourselves, that word all the time, but if it's another person saying it, you get all offensive. If you don't want people to say it, then don't say it yourself. That's you're gonna think it's okay if you go around saying it like it's nothing. That's why that word's so common on Xbox Live, and the fact that they're over the internet, you're not gonna do anything to them. Just simple stuff like that. And now on the topic of racist emblems. I'm gonna say this right now. If I see a racist emblem, I'm gonna report it. I'm sorry. That's call me a little baby. Just I'm gonna report a racist emblem just because I don't think that's all too cool. And people do it to be funny. And all that, even though that's not their real beliefs. And a prime example is a couple days ago, my friend put an image of a swastika on his emblem, and wasn't too happy about that. I was like, hey, dude, take that off. I know you're not a Nazi. I know you don't believe in that stuff because I know him as a person. He's Mexican, so I know he pretty much doesn't believe in that. But who knows? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But but yeah, and I told him, I was like, hey, dude, take that off. Dude. I'm probably just gonna have to report it if you don't take it off. And he didn't take it off, and I reported it because I didn't really like that. I don't like seeing that on things, and that's I don't think that's all too cool. And so if I see a race emblem, I'm gonna report it. And so that about covers that. I'm trying to think of what else. So yeah, just racism. It's not cool. It's never good to be racist. And racist jokes. Here's the thing about racist jokes. You're not racist if you laugh at them. This is what I'm thinking. All right, you guys may have a different point on it. This is how I comprehend this. All right, this is what I think about it, not you guys. If you think about it like this, awesome. If you don't, just you can dislike the video. You can leave the video. Just don't put a negative comment. All right, because that's just counterproductive. This is just the way I see it. You're not racist if you laugh at a racist joke. I mean, if it's funny to you, does that mean you're a bad person? Not really. I mean, if it's just like if if amusing you, it's not really that racist. It's just like just a joke, But if you're telling it and you actually mean that joke, like if you're just not telling it just to get a kick out of it or anything, if you're just telling it just for the fun of it, just go ahead and people are okay with it, yes, then yeah, you can say it, sure. But if you're saying that to demean someone, like if you're in an argument with anyone, and their race and you make a racist joke about that race, that's not cool. You're just doing that just to demean that person, to make that person angry or whatever. But that's not cool. But I don't really like doing videos like this where I rant about stuff. But I just had to say that right there. Yeah, that's the end of the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, please.